Okay, today I'm going to be showing you how to force heating elements in SCRs. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to open Proficy Machine Edition on the engineering computer in the workstation. It's going to have this little icon somewhere down on the toolbar, and you should be able to find it. When it opens up, you want to select the SCR that you want to force the contact or the heating elements on. If it's not shown in recent projects, you can always go to all projects and scroll down. For example, today we'll be looking at SCR6, so I'm going to hit OK. And then you're going to hit online, offline, the lightning bolt right here, and it should connect. If for some reason it doesn't connect, which is very possible sometimes, what you want to do is you want to right click on the SCR project itself, 6, hit properties, and over here you'll see the IP address 192.168.6.26. Then what you want to do is you want to open up command prompt and type in IPCONFIG and see what your IPv4 address is, 192.168.6.6. If your computer and the project are on the same .6 network and you're not connecting, you're going to have to change your IP address. Now, on the Windows XP machine that we used for the engineering workstation, it's a little different than how I'm going to show you, but it's pretty much the same and you should be able to figure it out. If you go to Control Panel and you go to Network and Internet, Network and Sharing Center, and you go to your local area connection, you can also do this from down here, and in Windows XP there should be, I think Joe had the LAN named 192.168.6. something, but you want to click on that and you want to go to Properties, and you want to get to this Internet Protocol version 4 TCP IP version 4 and hit Properties. So say for example I was trying to connect to SCR6 at 192.168.6.26 and it wasn't connecting. I would have to swap out the Ethernet cable that's in the back of the computer, and they're labeled. One says .5 on it, one says .6. And I would have to go in here and change my IP address to .5. And then I'd hit OK and save it, blah blah blah. Since that's not the case, I'm going to leave it right now. But you would also, let me disconnect so I can show you, have to come over here into this properties area. And for some reason it's not going to let me do it here, but on the engineering station in there, you can double click on this and you can change that IP address as well. And that'll tell Proficy to, hey, connect to SCR6 at the address 192.168.5 instead of .6. It's just a hypothetical if you ever run into that situation. Oh, see, like right now I can, there we go. I could change it to .5, hit enter, and then it would tell Proficy to connect on that address. Not the case, so I'm going to change this back to .6, hit enter, and then I'm going to connect. Once you're connected, you want to go into programmer mode. So you should see programmer, run enabled, config equal, and logic equal. If you don't see that, for whatever reason, call me, honestly, because it's easier than trying to explain what you'd have to do here. But for forcing heating elements, you're going to double click this data watch list heater 01, and you've got your heater A contactor and heater B contactor, and then you've got 4 heating elements on the A side and 4 heating elements on the B side. Right now on heater A, I have the A contactors forced, and the quick way to do that is you can hit F12 to toggle the state it's in, and F12 to toggle the force. So say it's off, you want to force it on, you hit F11 and then you hit F12. And usually if I have to force a contactor on, I only force on one element because I don't want all of them running to burn it up, and the program at that point in time should pick up that the contactors are running and sequence elements as it needs to. Just for safety's sake, I've got one element forced right now, and the heater is running fine and they're not having any issues operating the plant. When you're done, obviously, when the plant shuts down, you want to come in here, and to undo it, you want to hit F12, F11, F12, F11, close this box, go out of programmer mode, disconnect, and close Proficy Machine Edition, and that's it. Since they're running and they need this, though, I'm going to leave this at the current state that it's at, and hopefully now you know how to force heating elements.